Everybody, I'm sure you guys like throwbacks. I'm sure you guys like throwbacks from many, many years ago. In other words, going back in time and looking at memorable moments and history of something. See, for example, in 2010, there were two major events that happened for Q Computer Channel. September 2010 was the time that I uploaded Q Computer Channel's most famous video that has, even to this day, has the most video views of all the entire channel. But there was also another interesting moment in the channel's history, and that was in October 2010. My parents' Lexmark X1270 all-in-one printer, it had a long history of issues. They got the thing in like 2007, and it has always been a nightmare of all the problems that it had. I mean, issues such as it wouldn't want to print. It would print, but you wouldn't actually get anything on the paper because of clogged up print heads. You would have issues to where it would actually not print. Jobs would get caught up in the print spool, and you'd have to manually clear them out or restart the computer. And when you restart the computer, if you didn't clear the jobs out, the printer will start spitting them out one by one. And this all sorts of issues with networking the printer to other machines, and the Lexmark software interfering with the Windows Print Spool service, aka the Lexmark communication subsystem, to where you can't use apparently you can't use other printer brands on said workstation. There's tons and tons and tons and tons of problems that we had with that thing. I hated it. It was the worst printer we have ever had. And in October 2010, during a very crucial time, we had just had a loss in the family, and we were needing to scan in some things. And the scanner on this printer completely failed. So Mom had to go to Walmart and go spend a bunch of money on a printer during a time that it wasn't really convenient. So I had enough with this thing, and I took it out in the backyard and I done something to it that you guys may really get a good laugh out of. Well, it's been 6 years ago since this happened, and the Skidmark X1270, as I call it, has still been very, it's been kind of freaky. The printer, you can see the little eyes on the corner that just watches your every move as you walk through the room. This thing it's been crazy. Anyways, so back to the point. In 2010, October 2010, I shot footage of this and uploaded to YouTube. Well, unfortunately, I had to take the video down because it contained background music that was copyrighted. This is way back in the time before Q Computer Channel was partnered, and back then it wasn't really that big of an issue. But then all these smaller labels started getting into Content ID, and so everything started getting flagged unless it was royalty free. But even in some cases, royalty free stuff got flagged. So the video ended up coming down just to protect my presence on YouTube. And the video has been down for many years, and I've always wanted to put it back up. I could have over wrote the audio with royalty free music, but it would kind of hurt the video in a way because the background music was just faintly playing in the background. You could still hear the audio of me smashing the printer and things like that. So I wanted to be able to have this posted and actually have it as original condition as possible. Luckily, YouTube designed a feature called Remove This Song. I was able to temporarily post the content to YouTube privately and run the Remove This Song tool, and it actually did a very good job of stripping away that background music, leaving in the original audio of me smashing the printer and things like that. So today, guys, I get to go back into file and share with you guys the story behind this highly possessed printer that stares at you as you walk through the room. Yeah, guys, I hated this thing. It was a piece of garbage. And this here is just remnants of that thing. For many years, this thing used to sit on top of that Clancy's box over there, so it never really got seen. But once I moved into a new place, I decided I'm going to put this back on display. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this footage. I sure did. it was, I tell you, it was a very nice moment in Q Computer Channel history. And I am so glad I get to repost it now. So anyways, let's go back into the time machine and go back to 2010. The Lexmark. At one time, he was a Lexmark 1200 series all-in-one printer. Over his 3 years of usage, my mom and I have had so many problems with him. He didn't really like his designated purpose, to print and scan. He also hated to be networked to multiple PCs in the home. His drivers have always messed up the Windows print spooler, causing print jobs to fail or get hung up. Then he would finally complete the jobs when we least expected him to, sometimes after restarting Windows. His drivers also tried to make the user stick with his brand by modifying the print spooler upon installation, but not returning the settings back to default. So it makes Windows function with only the Lexmark communication subsystem. This requires a command script to reverse, so you can use a different brand of printer. During crucial times of need, he would usually fail by spitting out blank pages or just by not printing at all, causing shipping labels and other important documents to fail, and the shipping labels would usually have to be credited back for a refund. He was a real piece of garbage. On October 7, 2010, his scanner died when it was needed, which is why he was finally replaced with a new Kodak ESP3250 all-in-one printer. Now that the printer is nothing better than a paperweight, I decided to finally take revenge on the Skidmark 1200 series printer. You can call me crazy or whatever, but I really, really, really hate the piece of garbage. This printer will be getting the axe today. And finally, one more look at the Skidmark 1200 series printer. It's a 1270, and it's about to get destroyed by the axe. Lexmark, I really, really hate you. Piece of junk. Okay, we're not even finished yet. Let's continue some more. This piece of junk deserved every bit of that. Matter of fact, I think all Lexmark printers deserve that. One last overall look at the debris here, the aftermath. A Lexmark 1200 series printer got the axe today. Hello? Come here. Here you go. Get it, boy. Get it.